Because most time when we talk about side effects in skincare products, we are looking at green veins, we are looking at thin skin, we are looking at acne, we are looking at stretch mark, we are looking at severe hyperpigmentation. Is hydroquinone really that bad? This is a regular question asked almost on a daily basis. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Timmy Skin Glow, and today we are diving into the most frequently asked skincare questions, both from end users and from aspiring skincare formulators. So whether you are curious about your skincare routine or just starting your skincare formulation, I've got all the answers right here. So let's jump right into it. Number one of the most asked skincare questions from end users, by end users I mean by you buying your product off a counter, you're not producing, you're not formulating, you're not into the skincare business, you just use skincare on a daily basis. So one of the most asked questions, frequently asked questions from end users is, one, what is the difference between skin bleaching and skin whitening? Is there a difference between skin bleaching and skin whitening? Yes, there is a difference. Now, skin bleaching is when you alter your natural complexion completely, like entirely. You switch from like dark skin shade to very light skin tone. You switch from melanin skin to very light skin tone. That is skin bleaching. Skin bleaching is when you alter your natural complexion. When you alter it, when you change it completely. It's just like change a kind of, I can say it's just like changing your identity. You are known as a dark person and all of a sudden you are fair, you are light skin. So that is skin bleaching. Skin whitening or skin lightening means enhancing your natural complexion, like going like a shade lighter. Okay, when you go like one shade or two shades lighter than your natural complexion, it's skin lightening. We call it skin lightening, skin whitening. You cannot necessarily call it skin bleaching. So most times when people go like one shade or two shades lighter, it's probably because they want to get rid of some kind of hyperpigmentation or skin blemishes. Okay, so when you get rid of hyperpigmentation or pigmentation on your skin, like dark spot on your skin, and you just enhance your skin tone, you just pop it a bit like one or two shade, then that is skin whitening. That is skin lightening, depending on your skin tone. It can be caramel and then you go like one shade up a bit or two shade. But when you go like 7 shade, 5 shade, 7 shade from your natural skin tone, from dark skin straight to fair skin, then that is skin bleaching. Okay, so that is it. So number 2 on my list of the frequently asked questions from end users is this: does skin whitening have side effect? So most time when we talk about side effect, we're talking about the abuse of that product, the other side of that product. Okay, let's say I'm a nice person, but I'm a nice person does not mean I don't have the other side of me. So now we're asking, does skin whitening have the other side we don't know about? Skin whitening ingredients, skin whitening products are basically products to just take care of your skin, maybe enhance it 1 or 2 shades without green vein. Because most time when we talk about side effects in skincare products, we are looking at green veins, we are looking at thin skin, we are looking at acne, we are looking at stretch mark, we are looking at severe hyperpigmentation, we are looking at skin tag. Okay, so now does skin whitening have such effects? That would depend on the kind of product you use and the ingredient in those products. So the kind of skincare product you use to achieve skin whitening, the kind of skincare ingredient in those products will determine whether you should expect a negative side. You should expect side effect. And when we're talking about side effect, we're talking about the negative side of the product. We're talking about the negative side of that product. So of course, there are safe lighteners, safe lightening active, safe whitening active, and there are whitening active that are not too safe for the skin. There are whitening active that can cause skin conditions like what I have listed already. So the fact that I said skin whitening means enhancing your skin tone. It's not skin bleaching, because most time when we talk about skin bleaching, that is where all the negative side of skincare product comes to mind. That's when we talk about skin bleaching. That's where we think about knuckles. That's where we think about acne. That's when we think about stretch mark and green vein and skin tag and thin skin. So the fact that we have said skin whitening is not skin bleaching, it does not mean that you cannot experience certain side effects, certain negative part. So you should look out for your whitening product, the product you buy off the shelf, the product you buy off the counter. You should look at the labels and look at the kind of ingredient in that product, whether your facial cream, your body lotion, your oil, your scrub, or your toners. Look at the label, look at the ingredient list, and see whether there are safe lighteners there or lightening active that may trigger skin conditions like what I have listed already. And above all, you should also try not to abuse your product. By that I mean, I've always said it on this channel. If you know me, then you know when I always talk about skin building. So even if your skin whitening product is safe for you to use, even if it's a safe whitening active you have in those products, even if your skin care product contains safe lighteners like alpha-arbutin, kojic acid, licorice, tranexamic acid, giga white, those are safe lighteners, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't use with caution. So by using with caution, I mean take a break from skin whitening every once in a while to skin build your skin, to nourish your skin, and take a break from those active. So that's how to balance it. So does skin whitening have side effect? Yes, it has side effect and you see that side effect when you abuse the product. When you abuse the product, number one, when you abuse a good product, you may see the side effect of it. You may notice dryness or whatever, okay? And another way to notice the negative part or the side effect of a whitening product is also by the ingredient used in those products. So I hope I have answered that question. So number 3 on my list, is hydroquinone really that bad? This is a regular question asked almost on a daily basis. In fact, hydroquinone, if you Google any issue about skincare and skin whitening, you must see hydroquinone pop up on your search. You must see hydroquinone pop up. Now, hydroquinone, it's used in treatment of melasma, severe hyperpigmentation. It's used to treat certain skin condition. Okay? Hydroquinone, apart from the skin whitening effect, apart from the skin whitening you tend to experience when you use hydroquinone, it is used in treatment of skin condition. So if it is used to treat certain skin condition, to treat certain skin issues, are we going to say it's bad when it's actually providing solution? Okay, when it's actually providing solution, skin solution. So we cannot just say it's that bad. We cannot say hydroquinone is that bad, as presumed. Okay, I'm not saying use hydroquinone based product, but I'm answering the question, is hydroquinone really that bad? Hydroquinone is not that bad, but you tend to see the bad side of it when you abuse it. Hydroquinone is usually administered under supervision, most especially under the supervision of a dermatologist. In most countries, you cannot just go and buy hydroquinone. You cannot just get access to hydroquinone products. It's usually through prescription, okay, and administered by a dermatologist. So basically, the side effect of hydroquinone is skin whitening. It's used to treat melasma. It's used in some acne product. It's used in severe hyperpigmentation treatment. And sometimes when you use it for too long, that's when you notice skin whitening. I know you must, especially if you're in Nigeria, you're in Africa, you must have seen some people with uneven skin tone. By uneven skin tone, I mean the Coke and Fanta skin tone. When you see their face is so white, but the body is dark. And most times you see that with people who are treating acne. If you notice it, you notice that if you are very observant, you will notice that some people who treat acne, okay, pimples, acne, you see their face is so light, so smooth and fine, but their neck, their body, everywhere is dark up to their feet. Do you know why? It's because they're using acne treatment that contains hydroquinone. That's why you should discontinue usage once you achieve your result. Once you get rid of your acne, you stop the product. But you see those people with the Coke and Fanta skin tone, face is so white, body is dark, is because they have abused the acne treatment on their face. They have abused the pimples treatment on their face. So hydroquinone is not that bad. It's good for treatment, but when you abuse it, you experience stained skin, redness, stretch mark, and all that. So I hope that answered your question on whether hydroquinone is that bad or not. So number 4 on my list, what are the secrets? What are the whitening active? What are the whitening ingredients that can really enhance skin whitening, skin bleaching, that can really give you that wow effect when you use topical products? What are those ingredients that can be used to achieve very good skin whitening and skin bleaching? So I'm going to talk about ingredients that's mostly used to achieve skin bleaching and ingredients that are used to achieve skin whitening. So for skin whitening, if you want to formulate very good product that will not give you side effect, that will not give you the kind of effect you get when you use steroid and hydroquinone, then you should look out for ingredients like deoxyribotrine, resorcinol, mequinone, kojic acid. I'm talking of kojic acid now, not kojic dipalmitate. I'm not talking of kojic dip. The effect you get from using kojic dip is different from what you get when you use kojic acid. So here I'm talking about kojic acid. Now these are ingredients you can use, and these are ingredients that are not so popular, but they work, they do magic. You see that the deoxyribotrine is different from your alpha-arbutin. It works so well. If you know how alpha-arbutin works for you, then girl, try the deoxyribotrine. You're going to be surprised at the results. You're going to be amazed. The deoxyribotrine is one secret ingredient somewhere lying down there that most formulators don't even know about, but it does wonders. If you are following me on Instagram, on Timmy Skin Glow page on Instagram, you will know that yes, I do skin blogging there, and most time I talk about skin active. Like last year, I did a lot of posts. I did a lot of secrets revealing on that page. I talked about deoxyribotrine. I've talked about so many other active that are not so popular. So you should follow us on Instagram and turn on post notifications. When I make such posts, you also get to know about those ingredients. So some ingredients that are not so popular but they do wonders, you should look out for deoxyribotrine, you should look out for mequinone, you should look out for resorcinol and kojic acid. This is very good. Okay, now whitening active have different, shall I say, stages or strengths, or let me categorize them in strength. Now we have the ones that can do the skin bleaching for you. Of course, that's where hydroquinone comes in. That is where steroid comes in. That is where mercury comes in. Those ones are what you should run for. Run for your life when you see product that contains mercury and steroid. Those products will not only damage your skin, they will not only cause skin issues to you, but they can cause health threatening issues. They can be post threats to your health. They can cause a lot of health issues and health concern. So you don't have to be buying cheap product that will just whiten you in 2 to 3 days or in 4 to 5 days, and you get to deal with health issues for the rest of your life. So it's penny wise, pound foolish. You don't want that. That is why we tell you to opt for product that you know the source. Okay, so most time when we say buy natural skincare or you buy from brand like us directly, is because you know where you're getting your product from. The ingredients are listed there. You see how we make our product. Unlike when you go and buy from bigger brand or off the counter where you don't have knowledge of the kind of ingredient there. And sometimes you see product written hydroquinone free and you're excited. You feel like, oh, this does not have hydroquinone. This product is good. But do you know most times those producers are lying to you. Those suppliers, those companies, those producers are lying to you. Most of the time they write hydroquinone free. But do you know what is contained in that product? What is contained in most of those products is even worse than hydroquinone. You would prefer you had hydroquinone in such products. So most times those products have they actually contain mercury. Some of those products actually contain steroids, but they'll write boldly there for you to see hydroquinone free on the label. But what is in there is worse than hydroquinone. So that's why sometimes you can see a product that say hydroquinone free, and now they'll list after a button, list all the sweet ingredients for you, niacinamide, licorice, this, that, and mulberry, and you'll be like, oh, gigabyte, this is good. But you see, in 2-3 weeks, you start having some kind of skin reaction. You start having some kind of things that ordinarily those ingredients should not do to you. You start seeing green vein. You start seeing stretch mark in just 4 or 5 days or 1 or 2 weeks of using a product. You start seeing skin tag popping out from your neck, your face, everywhere. Acne blowing up all over your face and your back and your body. You're not just dealing with face acne, but you're also dealing with body acne. So that is it. That's why most times we say buy from us, because when you buy from us, you know, yes, we've preached against these things. We don't use such ingredients. You know how we formulate it. If you have been fortunate to see our training and all of that, you know, oh, this is safe to use. So be careful when you buy over-the-counter product when they say it's hydroquinone free. Okay, so that is it. So top ingredient that does well, they give you beautiful result without side effect: deoxyribotrine, quinone, resorcinone, kojic acid. These are some of the ingredients you should consider in your label. So if you are going to buy your over-the-counter skincare product, these are some ingredients you should look at for. If you are a skincare formulator and you are tired of using Snow White, or you're tired of the regular, you want something a little stronger that you can use in your formulation even without boosting it with secondary base cream, or without boosting it with whitening milk, or without boosting it with some serums, then these are some secret whiteners you should consider. So I hope you find that interesting. So number 5 on my list of frequently asked questions by end users is, how do we prevent reoccurring acne? How do we prevent reoccurring acne? First of all, if you have acne prone skin, there's every tendency for you to keep having your acne reoccurring. By reoccurring, I mean by appearing, by experiencing it over and over again. Okay, so number 1, if you have acne prone skin, you have oily skin, then there's every tendency for you to keep experiencing it, your acne over and over again. So how do we prevent recurring acne? How do we prevent our acne from coming back over and over again? First of all, you should understand that we have 2 types of acne. We have the inflamed acne and the non-inflammatory acne. So whether you are dealing with inflamed acne or non-inflammatory acne, how do you prevent it from reoccurring? How do you prevent it from coming back over and over again? First of all, you should maintain good hygiene. Number 2, limit stress as much as you can. Okay, try as much as possible to limit stress, or you should be able to manage your stress level. Okay, because stress can, trigger your acne to come back again. So stress can trigger it. So if you can manage your stress level, if you have good stress management technique, then you would be preventing your acne from reoccurring. If you have good hygiene practice, then you are already preventing your acne from reoccurring. Try as much as possible to use non-comedogenic products on your skin. Do not use product that will clog your pores. Don't use product that contains comedogenic oils or comedogenic active that tends to clog your pores. Look out for ingredients like salicylic acid. They are very good in treatment of acne. It also helps to prevent it from reoccurring. Look out for ingredients like benzoyl peroxide. It helps to treat acne and also prevent reoccurrence. So it helps to maintain and make sure the acne does not come back. So if you're a skincare formulator, you should look at those ingredients and try to incorporate it into your formulation. Incorporate salicylic acid, incorporate benzoyl peroxide. Remember, these ingredients have usage rate, product and pH rate as well, and they have their compatibility. So look out for that. Put those things into consideration when considering those ingredients to work with or to be used in your formulation. And as end users, if you are going to buy acne treatment product, or a seller is trying to persuade you to get a particular product that says it targets acne, and your seller is saying, take this, use this, is very good for acne. You tell her, calm down, take the product and go through the label, look at whether it has salicylic acid, look if it has retinol, look if it has salicylic acid, look at it if it has benzoyl peroxide. So these are some of the things you should put into consideration. You should also maintain a consistent skincare practice, a consistent skincare routine. Don't just jump around, don't jump from one product to another. No, be consistent. If you have a product that works for you, stick to it. Because sometimes when you change product, today you are using one brand or using a particular facial cream, next week or next month you are using another one, your skin will tend to react, and the first reaction you're going to see is acne popping up all over. So stay consistent. Whether facial soap, facial product, or body product, try as much as possible to be consistent. Look for what works for you, stick to what works for you. Okay, you should know what works for you, stick to it, stay consistent, and maintain good hygiene practice. Don't share facial towel. Get your own facial towel. Don't share facial products. Okay, so put that into consideration. It's going to help to prevent your acne from reoccurring. And also try to stay hydrated. Keep your skin hydrated. Okay, your skin needs to be hydrated as much as possible. And also make sure you see your dermatologist once in a while. That way you will be able to manage your acne and prevent it from reoccurring. You'll be able to keep it at bay. You'll be able to get rid of acne. You're going to get a flawless skin, and you're going to prevent acne from coming back again. I hope you've learned something there. So number 6 question is, how can I reduce acne scar? That's another frequently asked skincare question from end users. How can I reduce acne scar? Now, you can reduce acne scar by looking out for skincare product or using skincare product that contains ingredients like retinol, niacinamide, vitamin C. Okay, vitamin C is an antioxidant. It helps to take care of dark spots, hyperpigmentation, discoloration. It also helps to reduce acne scar. Retinol is another super ingredient that helps to take care of, that helps to reduce acne scar. And of course, niacinamide. Niacinamide is a game changer when we're talking about dark spot and how to reduce acne scar. If you have body spot, eczema, white spot, dark spot on your skin, niacinamide is a game changer. You should look out for niacinamide. So if you are an end user, you want to get a skincare product this 2025, you want to start using a product to take care of your skin, look out for this ingredient in the label: niacinamide, retinol, and of course vitamin C. If you're a skincare formulator, you should consider this as well. Now, if you want to get rid of deeper acne scar, we have the mild one and we have deeper one. So if you're looking at reducing acne scar that is really deep, then you should get microneedling and of course chemical peel. But you can't do this alone. You need the supervision of a dermatologist. So book an appointment with your dermatologist, and you should consider doing microneedling or chemical peel. It's going to help reduce your acne scars. So I hope you've learned something there today. How to reduce your acne scars. Look out for ingredients like niacinamide, retinol, or vitamin C. But if you have deeper acne scar you want to reduce, then you should consider microneedling or chemical peel, and you have to do this with the supervision of a dermatologist. So it's not something you can do on your own. So that is it. So number 7 on my list of the frequently asked questions by end users is, how do I get rid of dark spots? This is a frequently asked question. Now, if you are living in Africa or in Nigeria, definitely you must deal with dark spots because the weather here is really hot, usually very hot, and the sun here is something else. So how do you get rid of dark spots? It's very easy. So look out for ingredients in your skincare product like niacinamide. So you should look out for ingredients like niacinamide. I've said it, niacinamide is a game changer. So it can keep popping out for dark spot, acne, and other products. Okay, it's a multi-purpose ingredient. So look out for ingredients like niacinamide, look out for ingredients like vitamin C, look out for ingredients like alpha-butane, look out for ingredients like AHA. Now, you need this combination because while AHA is an alpha-hydroxy acid that will help with exfoliating your skin, while AHA is doing the exfoliation, the other ingredient will help to penetrate the skin faster to do the work. So if your product contains AHA, alpha hydroxy acid, it will help to exfoliate the dark spot, help to exfoliating, micro peeling. It's going to remove that layer, clear it up, and then the niacinamide will do the treatment, the repair. While niacinamide is getting rid of the dark spot, alpha arbutin is doing the lightening. It's going to make it look brighter for you. Okay, and of course you have antioxidant there, so it's a perfect combination. If you're a skincare formulator, you should consider this ingredient as well in your dark spot treatment, and then allow all other ingredients to penetrate and do the work for you. So that is it. Don't forget to use your sunscreen, because when you use your sunscreen, it prevents further darkening. It's going to prevent redarkening. Just like we're talking about preventing reoccurring acne, you have to prevent reoccurring dark spot, reoccurring sunburn by using your SPF, by using your sunscreen. Remember, you use your sunscreen during the day. You don't just use it like the way you rub your lotion and just go out immediately. No, you have to apply your lotion, your facial cream, then layer it with your sunscreen and wait for like 20 minutes or 30 minutes before you go out in the sun. That way the sunscreen will do the work well and absorb well into your skin before you go out. Then it's going to protect you well and give you maximum protection. But if you just apply it and go out in the sun, you will not give it time to do the work for you before the sun attacks your skin. But when you apply, you wait for 20 or 30 minutes before you go out, the sunscreen is going to calm down and do its work well, and then protect your face very well. So it's just like using a shield, like an umbrella. So by the time you go out in the sun, yes, you have a protective product on your skin to shield you and protect you from the ultraviolet ray of the sun. So that is that. So number 8 on my list of frequently asked questions by end users: how often should I exfoliate my skin? Remember, you cannot talk about skincare and not talk about exfoliating the skin. You cannot talk about skincare and not talk about body scrub and exfoliants. So yes, you should exfoliate your skin at least once or twice a week. When I say once or twice a week, I mean just once. I'm not talking about once or twice a day. No, you can use it just once a week or 2 or 3 times a week. That's fine. So once or 3 times a week is fine to exfoliate your skin. And whether you're using your scrub or your exfoliant once or 3 times a week depends on your skin type, and it depends on the type of exfoliant you are using. So you cannot be using a chemical exfoliant and you expect to use it 3 times a week. No. It's okay to use it once a week or 2 times a week. And I said it depends on your skin type. If you have a sensitive skin already, you don't need to exfoliate your skin 3 times a week. Once or twice is okay. So for example, if you're using the Timic Spanish scrub, you can exfoliate your skin with that scrub like 3 times a week or 2 times a week. If you're using the Timic Luxury Spa scrub, you can use it once or twice a week. That's fine. You don't need to use it like 3 times a week, unless you have very tough skin that we are focusing on treating. But once or 2 or 3 times a week is fine. So you should avoid over exfoliating your skin. Remember, I said exfoliating your skin is good because it helps your skincare product to penetrate your skin well, to work faster, and to give you optimal results. You get the best from your product. But when you abuse it, that's what we call over exfoliating the skin, and you tend to see the other side of the scrub. We said exfoliating your skin is like the icing on the cake. It helps your product to work well. But when you abuse it, when you abuse any good thing, you must see the other side of it. Okay? So when you abuse your exfoliating product, then you experience skin thinning, skin redness. Your skin will become too sensitive. Okay? And you don't want that. Your skin will begin to irritate you. You don't want that. Okay? So exfoliating your skin once or 3 times is good a week. If you have acne prone skin, or you have acne on your face, you don't need to exfoliate your skin. You don't need to exfoliate you don't need a scrub on your face. You don't need to scrub your face, because most time that's what my customers do. Now when they come to me and say, I'm using this, I'm experiencing this, and I will have to start asking them questions. Are you doing this? Are you doing this? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? And then at the end of the day, I will say that doing it wrong. You don't have any business using scrub on your face, exfoliating your face. scrubbing your face when you are dealing with acne. No, the most you can do if you want to use it at all, don't use sugar scrub. You can use an emulsified scrub. Just layer it there, don't scrub. Then when you want to wash it out, just use water on your palm. Just clean up gently, gently, gently. You don't need to scrub and use that effect like you are exfoliating. So that is it. Avoid exfoliating your skin to prevent skin irritation, to prevent skin thinning and skin dryness. So number 9 on my list of frequently asked questions by end users: how should I layer my skincare products? Now, how you layer your skincare products should not really be an issue because it's a very simple thing. You cleanse, you tone, you use your serum, you use your moisturizer, and if it's during the day, you use your sunscreen. So this is it. For your morning routine, it's very easy. This is how you should use your skincare product. This is how you should layer them. You start by using your cleanser, and after which you use your toner, because your facial toner helps to balance the pH of your skin. When you use toners, it helps to balance. Yes, our skin has pH. So when you use toners, it helps to balance the pH of the skin. Because whenever you cleanse, it affects the pH. The pH of your skin changes. So you need a toner to balance it. So after using your toner, you follow up with your serum. So during the day, you can just use your hydrating serum or your vitamin C serum. And after using your serum, you follow up with your eye cream. If you are battling with dark eye circle or tired eye, puffy eye, stressed eye, or premature aging, use eye cream on your eyes. Okay, and then you can follow up with your facial cream, then sunscreen. Now during the day, it's better to use the plain facial cream. Then at 9, that's when you repeat the whole process, but you replace your sunscreen with your treatment product. So at 9, you use your cleanser, you follow up with your toner, you use your serum, and then you layer with your eye cream and your facial cream. So that's when you use your treatment product. If you have whitening product you want to use, that's the best time to use it. If you have acne treatment product you want to use, or any particular treatment product you are using, that's the best time to use it. And then you go to bed. So that is how to layer your product. It's it's that simple. So number 10 for frequently asked questions by end users. So actually I've categorized this video into two. I have the first phase, which is the frequently asked questions by end users, and I have 10 questions there. I also have the second phase where I'll talk about frequently asked questions by new skincare formulators. So to wrap up the question, frequently asked questions by end users, number 10 is: how long does it take product to work for you? At least your product should work for you within 4 to 8 weeks. That is on a general note, 4 to 8 weeks. So you have to be consistent. If you want to get the best within that 4 to 8 weeks, make sure you are not using your product just once a day. Make sure you are not using your product just 2 or 3 times a week. If you want to see the best in 4 week time, use it 2 or 3 times a day. Be consistent. Don't change. Don't jump around just changing products. Give it time to work. Stay consistent with that product you are using for at least 4 weeks. For people with sensitive skin, they may see results faster. They may see results in less than 4 weeks. However, you know what? This 4 to 8 weeks is on a general note. But if you are using pro mixing products, then you can experience results in 1 to 2 or 3 weeks, depending on your skin type. So that is it for the 10 frequently asked questions by end users. So now, let's go to frequently asked questions by new skincare formulators. I'm talking about the new skincare formulator, not the pro, because the pro, they already know the answer to any question. Even if they have any question, they know how to go and get the answer. So for new skincare formulators, your 10 frequently asked questions, here are the answers. Number 1, what is the first step in skincare formulation? So start by learning your cosmetics chemistry basics. That's the first step. Gone are the days when you mix 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, and then you just pour it together and that is it. No, that's not skincare formulation. That is concoction. That is you mixing concoction. Skincare formulation is a science. Understand your ingredient function and master good manufacturing practice. That's what we call GMP, good manufacturing practice. I've said this over and over in this channel before. You should understand your ingredient. That's the secret. If you understand your ingredient and how it works, you can produce or formulate anything in the skincare industry. You can formulate any product. You can clone any product. Let me use the word. You can go to the cosmetic shop, pick a product off the shelf, try it and test it. If you like it and how it works, go through the label. The whole ingredient may not be there, but if you see how it works, what it targets, what it treats, you will be able to produce exactly the product that will work that way for you. Even if you perceive the product and you smell it and you perceive it, you can be able to produce your product and give it exactly that same fragrance. Look at the color, everything. You will be able to produce exactly something like that. Same color, same fragrance, same everything. Learn your cosmetics chemistry basis, okay? Understand your skincare ingredients, and of course, good manufacturing practice. That is number one of the most frequently asked questions by new skincare formulators. So number two, what are the most essential tools for skincare formulation? For beginners, of course. What you should get, number one, get a good scale. As a beginner, I will advise you to get a digital scale. Get a digital scale, okay? Get one, and then get your beaker, your mixing equipment. You may not buy the big ones, industrial ones for a start. You can just get like a good stainless steel bowl. They come in set. You can start with that. Get your measurement spoon, calibrated dropper to be able to measure little quantities. Get your mixer. You have electronic hand mixer. You can start with that. And of course, a good heat source for double boiling and all that. Funnel, if you have to, and of course, your beaker. You can get the glass beaker, or there's the plastic one calibrated. So for a start, those are the essential tools you need. And pH meter, it's very important on the list. For beginners, I always tell them, for new skincare formulators, you don't really need a pH strip for a start. Sometimes you need to balance your skincare product to pH 4.5. If you are not a pro, you will not be able to understand your pH strip to be able to distinguish 4.5 from 4 and from 5. But if you have your pH meter, it gives you the automatic reading. It gives you the exact reading without stress. So for beginners, get a pH meter, not a pH strip. So number three of the frequently asked question by new skincare formulators: how do I choose ingredients for my product? Now, before you think about choosing ingredients for your product, you should first of all ask yourself, what product am I going to make? What product do you want to make? The product you want to make will determine the ingredient to choose for your product. So if, for example, you want to produce acne toner, you should know the kind of product that will go into there. We're talking about acne toner or acne serum, treatment serum. Of course, you know that you don't need a soap base there. You don't need raw African black soap. Why don't you need it? Because you are not saying you want to make a soap. You are telling me you want to make a toner. So the fact that you want to make a toner, you know what you need. You need your witch hazel and the alcohol-free witch hazel. There are two types. So of course you don't need the alcohol witch hazel. You need the alcohol-free witch hazel. You need your BHA, beta hydroxy acid. Okay, so you know what to go in there. Distilled water. So the product you have in mind to formulate determines the ingredient you are to use. It determines the ingredient you are to use. So you should consider first sourcing your ingredient. Your choice of ingredient should be based on the efficacy, what the ingredient targets, the properties. Now, what that ingredient does. When I say the properties, I mean what it targets. What does it do? If I use this ingredient, what's the benefit I'm going to get? What is it going to do for me? So that's what properties. Properties talk about the benefits of that ingredient, the solubility, the usage rate, everything, compatibility, the pH. That is it. So you should understand your ingredient. Source from good suppliers. Look out for the efficacy and the compatibility. Okay, so number one, you should consider, first of all, what do you want to produce? What you want to produce will automatically give you the answer of what ingredient to use. Now, when you know the ingredient to use, you look out for the ingredient, you source for it, research about the ingredient, the efficacy, what it does, the compatibility, and of course, source from trusted suppliers. Number 4 of frequently asked questions by new skincare formulators. What are some beginner-friendly formulations? So as a beginner, you can start with friendly formulation or simple formulation, like as simple as a pink lip balm. You can start by producing a pink lip balm or a lip balm. You know, there's lip balm and there's pink lip balm. So you can start with something as simple as that. It's less stressful, very simple to do. You don't really need to balance any pH if you are making a lip balm, because it's mostly oil-based ingredient. You can start by making body butters, DIY body butters. Those are simple formulation that will not stress you out. And you know, when you start with easy DIY like that, easy formulation like that, it encourages you and gives you the push to want to do more formulation, to want to produce more, to want to try out more formula and test out your formulation skills. So you can look at something as simple as lip balm, scrub, like coffee scrub, turmeric scrub, not emulsified scrub, now simple scrub like body scrub, coffee scrub, sugar scrub, turmeric scrub, okay, body butter, simple oil, simple serum, oil-based serum, okay, oil-based serum. Why I'm talking about these ones are because you don't really need to balance any pH. Because most times what is challenging to new skincare formulators is the fact that they have to start checking and balancing pH. And most times my students come to me and they'll be like, oh Timmy, it's so tedious, like it's so challenging, so stressful to balance the pH. The pH balancing is not easy. But when you get used to it, you know that it's fun or true. Formulation is actually fun. It's fun when you get used to it. So that is it. Those are some beginners friendly formulations. So number 5, how do I test the pH of a product? Well, if you are my student, you are not going to ask that question in the first place. But of course, this video is for the general audience, it's for everybody, it's for my viewers worldwide. So how do I test the pH of my products? Especially if you are the YouTube kind of, you get DIYs on YouTube, online, on Google, you know, get free recipes online, and you need to learn how to balance your pH. Is very simple. I'm going to pin the link of the video on pH balancing I did some time ago somewhere in this video, so you can just click on it and watch it. I'm also going to put it in the description box. So how do you balance the pH of your product? Before you balance the pH of your product, first of all, you should check the pH. So checking your product pH is different from balancing the product. So you have to check it first to see if you need to balance it or not. So by doing that, you have to check your pH by using a pH strip or a pH meter. How to do that, I'm also going to pin the link in the video, because that's a practical thing. It's not just something I can say like that. It's a practical. You have to see me checking, balancing, and all that. So I'm going to pin the link for you to go and watch it. Now you can balance the pH of your product by either using citric acid or lactic acid to reduce the pH. Now if your pH of your product is too high and you want to bring it down, you can do that by using lactic acid or citric acid solution to bring down the pH. And if your pH of your product is too low and you want to raise it up, then you can raise it by using your lye solution. So that is it. That's why you should understand your product pH. What should be the pH of your toner? What should be the pH of your serum? What should be the pH of your lotion? What should be the pH of your soap? pH is usually between 4.5 to 6 or 6.5 for soap, for lotion, toner, cream, and all that, except for black soap, which has an exception of pH 8 because it's alkaline. So you should be able to know your pH, product pH, check it, and balance it where necessary. I hope this helps. I'm going to pin the link in the description box for you. So number 6 of frequently asked questions by new skincare formulator is, why does your lotion become watery after pH balancing? Why does your body lotion or your face cream or whatever become watery after pH balancing? Now this happens when your emulsifier is destabilized. Okay, once the emulsifier is destabilized, everything will fall apart even after pH balancing. It will not be able to hold the oil and water together. Another reason could be that the ingredients used are not compatible, or percentage was not properly followed, or your ingredients were not properly measured, or the ingredients used are not compatible. So no matter what you do, there must be reaction. What you can do in situations like this is to make sure your ingredients are compatible, get a good formula to work with, follow the recipes, follow the percentage, adhere to everything strictly. You will be able to get a perfect product even after pH balancing. The second thing you can do to prevent your lotion from getting watery after pH balancing is to balance the pH as you formulate. Don't wait till you are done with the whole formulation. I hope you're understanding me. You can balance the pH at the end of your formulation to get the pH of that product. You can balance it. Okay, but in a situation where you balance it and after balancing your product become watery, this is what you can do the next time you are formulating. Start balancing your pH from the scratch. So as you start making your base cream, check the pH and balance it. If at the end of the day that product is supposed to be 4.5, start checking and balancing it from scratch. As you are making your lotion from scratch, you are putting the oil phase and water phase together, check pH. If it's too low, start balancing it now. Cool down phase, put again and check. As you are putting your ingredients, start checking and balancing. As you are adding your ingredients, start checking and balancing. Don't wait till the end. I hope you understand. So that is it. That is how to prevent your lotion from getting watery after pH balancing. Number 7 on my list of frequently asked questions by new skincare formulators. Do I need preservative in my product? Again, if you are my student, you are not going to ask this question. If you've done your skincare formulation training with me, or you've gotten any of my ebooks, you are not going to ask this question. I've also talked about broad spectrum preservatives on this channel, and I talked about different preservatives you can use, the usage rate, and how they work. I've talked about it on this channel. The use of preservative is compulsory, especially in your water-based product. You only need preservative in your water-based product. You don't need preservative. If you are doing products that are oil-based, you don't need to worry about preservative. You don't need it. Okay, you don't need preservative in your oils. You don't need it in your butters, unless you are incorporating water. So if your product will come in contact with water or it's water-based, then preservative is a must. It helps to preserve the product, prevent microbes from growing it prevents bacteria from growing in your product, and it also helps to extend the shelf life of that product. So broad spectrum preservative like Optifem Plus, Jama Plus, Liquid Jama Plus, those are preservative you should opt for. And you cannot just get it and pour it. Remember, they have usage rates. So you can use your preservative between 0.5 to 1%. If you use more than that, you may experience dryness and skin irritation. So yes, you need preservative in your product, in your skincare product, in your water-based product, most especially. So number 9, how do I identify original skincare ingredient? This is another frequently asked questions by new skincare formulators. How do I identify original skincare ingredients? First thing you should do is to purchase from trusted suppliers. Get trusted vendors to purchase your ingredient from. Get trusted suppliers to do business with. That, of course, is the first step. If you have reputable ingredient vendors to buy your skincare ingredient from, then lucky you, that's fine. But please always vet your ingredients. Check for certification, COA, certificate of analysis, and ingredient quality. So that is how you identify quality and original ingredients. I hope you find this video interesting. I don't want it to be too long, so that is it for today's video. If you have any question or you want me to talk about any topic, let me hear from you in the comment section. If there are some questions you think I did not address, please ask me in the comment section. I'm going to reply you. That is it for today's video, and I hope this answered your burning skincare questions. If you found this helpful, give this video a huge thumb up, subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and drop your question in the comment section below. Don't forget, we offer skincare training, so if you want to learn how to formulate very effective skincare product from scratch, send me a WhatsApp message via the number on your screen. Our ebooks are available as well. We have whitening base cream ebook where you have very effective formulas on how to make different types of whitening base cream from scratch. We have 5 types of whitening base cream in that recipe. If you want to start your feminine hygiene business, you want to start something this new year, you can get our body enhancement ebook. There we have recipes for body enhancement, feminine hygiene, yoni product, oil, and everything. Send me a DM, a WhatsApp message to get a course outline. If you want to learn pro mixing, effective, safe pro mixing that gives you white undertone, not redness or Coke and Fanta complexion, send me a message to get the ebook. Recipes are dope, they're very interesting. If you want customized formula, customized recipes or anything, send me a WhatsApp message. So that is it for this video, and our products are also available for immediate delivery. So if you want to look good this 2025, you want to glow, you want to shine, send me a message. We offer private label supply, bulk, and of course end users. If what you need is just for personal use, we can also supply to you and we deliver worldwide. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye guys.